Good afternoon. My name is Bailey Cash, and I am with Team 3 for the Software Capstone project class taught by Dr. Prezi. Our project is IP Creator. It is a prototype surveying platform. So what is IP Creator? It is formerly Idea Creator. Phase 1 of this project was all about creating an ideation platform that allowed people to define ideas, add research to those ideas, and most importantly, create word maps for those ideas. But in phase 2, we wanted to take this to the next level. And so beyond just ideation, we also want to elaborate on those ideas through concepts, create prototypes based on the ideas that are made in now IP Creator, and store those prototypes for viewing. And then finally, we want to test our prototypes and ideas by building surveys and deploying surveys to survey takers around the world. And one of the ways that we are currently working on doing that is through Amazon Turk, but another way of doing that is sharing links. So our research question and motivations were the first: how do we create a tool for testing ideas? What methods are we going to need to make this happen for our client? But how are we going to approach it from a software engineering standpoint so that he understands what's going on and it's not just a product that we understand? How will the solution be implemented to benefit both the inventor and the survey subject? Our software solution obviously needs to be fit for any test subject, not just the client. And how can we ensure that ideas in this platform will be well thought out? So for this project, we used these materials and methods. We used a .NET MVC framework with React.js as the front end, utilizing Material UI and Bootstrap for different components to implement. And we stored all of this information in an entity framework-based database using SQL. All this lived on a Azure Cloud Service, Azure Storage Bucket, Azure SQL database, and it is the phase 1 project is currently deployed through Azure App Services. So here we have our preliminary results for this project. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about phase 1, but phase 2 we gave the UI a little bit of a facelift to meet the client's request. One of the major features of that phase 2 is designing a concept. So here we have a concept for Invisiball. It's a new prototype that features dissolving and disappearing paintball. We fill out different fields that we want to learn more about the idea, things that may help us understand how it could be sellable. And then we want to build a survey on this idea. So through our survey building tool, we can load prototypes into the survey so they can be tested, as we see here on the left. And we can also add questions to our survey. We can either add questions that are already built into the system, or we can create new questions and they will automatically be added in. And of course, once we finish the survey, we can then deploy it. So we can set when the survey would end, we can hit deploy, and off we go. And on the right, you'll see what a survey card looks like when it's been deployed. And we can also set up settings to deploy it via Amazon Turk. How will that information be generated, such as a reward for Turk recipients, their country, etc. And here's what it looks like for the viewer. It's really simple. They can just enter their desired responses and submit the information. And here's how it will look like to the survey creator, how those answers will appear. So the intellectual merit of the project is to give inventors a tool that will be a real solution to test their ideas against real people. And one thing that we've figured out throughout this entire process is that the idea creation process is iterative. It's after surveys are created that sometimes inventors will go back and change their prototypes or modify their concepts so they have a better understanding of what the public will actually want, and they can create new surveys as a result. And this project has the potential to be used by many. And finally, I would like to know if there are any questions.